we saw it all. Mother Nature making herself heard this Memorial Day weekend, bringing severe thunderstorms to the area. But are we clear yet? Plus, just hours away from the end of the 85th legislative session.
The fix the House sent us doesn't work.
Today, the House and Senate taking shots at one another. A freak accident, a child flung from a water slide, all caught on camera. And the trip of a lifetime for Austin veterans as they head to D.C. thanks to Honor Flight. Mother Nature putting on a show for us tonight. Lightning strikes all over central Texas. Here's a time-lapse video of South Austin. Some big thunder booms as well, and we can't forget about the heavy rainfall, even prompting some flash flood warnings. Viewers all over the area sending in pictures and videos to us at KVUE. Hail fell in many places, some the size of quarters. From hail to the dark clouds, take a look at this video from one of our tower cameras. We'll see if we can pull that up to show you just how dark it was over the city. Oh, there it is. That's the city. Wow. The skyline is so barely visible. It looks like there's barely anything there. The winds brought some destruction with them as well. This tree was knocked over off Greg Manor Road in North Austin, just snapped it right in half. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Chris Betts, accompanied by Chief Meteorologist Albert Ramon. Albert, that severe storms, they've been hitting the area all night. We heard thunder just as late as 30 minutes ago, but you think they have mostly passed through the area?
Yeah, severe weather threat is over. As a matter of fact, the Storm Prediction Center canceling the watch about 20 minutes earlier until the top of the hour. So the severe weather threat over, not quite done with the light to moderate rainfall. Let's take it at Max Storm Doppler radar. Moderate shower over Austin right now. Occasional downpours, but nothing heavy out there. There's one thunderstorm to the south of Thorndale that's moving off towards the east. Pretty quiet in the hill country. Let me show you the last 6 hours. These thunderstorms got going late this afternoon. First in the hill country, then impacting the metro and kind of fizzling out as they moved into our eastern counties. A lot of lightning and a few reports of severe hail. One to the south of Blanco, one to the south of Liberty Hill, both quarter-size hail. A lot of wind and small hail reports here in Austin. Even some tree limbs down also to the south and southeast of San Marcos. There were a lot of donut holes of no measurable rainfall, but pockets of 2 inches here in the metro. The most rainfall up here in northern Milam County, 3 to even 4 inches of rain. Officially, less than a half inch at Camp Mapry, and as at the top of the hour, better than an inch at Bergstrom. We have some video now. Northeast Austin as these thunderstorms moved in. Actually, this is northwest Austin, the Arboretum area, where those showers and thunderstorms moving in, and a lot of wind with these thunderstorms at times, and even some small hail. While tracking a possible house fire caused by lightning with these thunderstorms, my colleague, Christy Millward, she's in the Storm Chaser. Christy, what can you tell us about that?
Well, Albert, right now we are actually driving around in our Storm Chaser looking for any flooding on the roads. I want to turn this around here, the camera, so you can see what we are looking at. We haven't seen much flooding out here, but that is one of the things that the Austin Fire Department tells us that emergency responders really tell people to watch out for during severe weather. The other big thing, like you just mentioned, are lightning strikes and lightning fires. That can be a big problem. Now, earlier tonight, just after 7:30, Austin fire crews responded to a home that caught fire after lightning apparently hit it. Now, this video a neighbor gave to us, he says he heard a loud boom and went outside to see what was going on. That's when he saw smoke coming from the house. Now, Palmer Buck with the Austin Fire Department tells us the homeowners were able to get out of the home and says they were the ones who called 911. Now, he says this is something everyone should be aware of during severe weather.
Most attics are primed to burn because of the open exposed wood, and so and you don't know, we don't have smoke detectors most often in the attics, so give us a call and we will come out and take a look.
Now, Buck tells us the 3 people who live in that home are displaced tonight. They are forced to stay somewhere else. Now, he also tells us another home in the Pedernales area was also hit by lightning tonight, as well as a car. They were working that call. So he just wants to encourage everyone to be safe and call them if you think that your home was hit by lightning. Reporting live in North Austin, Christy Millward, KVUE News.
Thank you for being out there for us. And you can't forget to keep track of the weather with our KVUE app. There's an interactive radar so you can watch when those storms are headed over your area. And our KVUE meteorologists have the weather extras to keep you up to date with the latest. Now to the 85th legislature. The countdown is on to the end of this regular legislative session, and today has been a busy and also somewhat heated day at the Capitol. The Night Beat's Aaron Jones joins us now live with the details. Aaron.
Well, Chris, since we last checked in, there's been several updates. Tonight, several bills are headed to the governor's desk, one of them being the conference committee version of Senate Bill 11, a CPS privatization bill that is a top priority for both the governor and lieutenant governor. On top of that, SB 27, which increases access to mental health care, Animal Cruelty Bill SB 762 and SB 463 are also headed to the governor's desk. This all comes after members of both the House and the Senate got heated today. We watched as they accused each other of inaction on SB 1929. The bill would keep state agencies, including the Texas Medical Board, that were set to expire in existence.
In 6 days, the conference committee report.
We believe it's a good result, and I would ask the House.
On Senate Bill 533, the clerk will read the report.
And by law, lawmakers have to end the session on Monday by midnight. It appears Lieutenant Governor believes a special session is coming. Chris?
I'll be watching to wait and see. Thank you, Aaron. The state's bathroom bill, meanwhile, is still stalled in the legislature. Tomorrow is the last day of the session, sine die, and the controversial bill is still not a done deal, which could force that special session. The House version of the bill refuses to regulate bathroom use for transgender Texans and only asks schools to provide individual restrooms for those students. That's not enough for the Senate, though, or Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. Only Governor Abbott, though, can call a special session, and he thinks there's still time for compromise, so we'll wait and see. Well, the trip of a lifetime for veterans here in Austin who have served our country. Tonight, 25 Purple Heart recipients are in Washington, D.C., preparing for an emotional morning tomorrow. And they're there for free, thanks to Honor Flight Austin.
Yeah, this is a special honor flight that we're doing this weekend. That it's not about car sales or barbecues. It's about honoring those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. It's about, for us today, taking 25 Purple Heart recipients to visit and experience the memorials that was built for them. They lived. They survived. We'll be going back to honor those who were killed in action. So it's going to be a very powerful experience. To be there, the tune unknown, honoring those that paid the ultimate price.
Tomorrow morning, those veterans will attend a ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery. Then they will return to Austin. So if you would like to help welcome them home, they arrive at ABIA at 8:30 p.m. tomorrow night.
It's an emotional day, a special day.
Thousands of runners remembering those lost in Manchester. The tribute even as police announce another arrest in the terrorist plot. But first, here's a live look tonight over I-35. This is at East MLK Boulevard. Those storms just now clearing out, but Albert's going to let us know what we can expect for Memorial Day. Still ahead on KVUE, where trust is earned. Now to the latest in the Manchester bombing. British police announced another arrest today, bringing the total now to 12. They say a 25-year-old man was arrested in the city on suspicion of terrorist offenses, and they searched a new location inside the city. The bomber killed 22 people and himself last Monday, right after an Ariana Grande concert. Investigators say they have dismantled part of the bomber's network, but they do expect more arrests.
We stand together in the face of those who seek to harm us and destroy our way of life.
Show of solidarity today at the Great Manchester Run. It's an annual event featuring thousands of amateur runners, but it took on a new significance following that concert attack. Runners showing visible emotion, some carrying signs in support of the victims. The holiday weekend shattered by gunshots in Mississippi. 8 people are dead, including a sheriff's deputy. An accused killer's chilling confession on camera.
My intentions was to have y'all to kill me. I ran out of bullets. Suicide by cop was my intention. I ain't fit to live, not after what I done.
35-year-old Willie Godbolt says it all started at his in-laws' house during an argument with his estranged wife. The kids and Godbolt's wife did escape, but 3 of her family members did not. At a second location, 2 minor boys were killed and a man and woman at a third location. The connections to their family, though, tonight are still unclear. Police say this is the man who stabbed 3 passengers on a commuter train in Portland, Oregon. 2 of those passengers died. Witnesses say the passengers were trying to protect 2 young Muslim women who the suspect had been harassing using ethnic slurs. Hate crime charges are possible, but the suspect, Jeremy Christian, is already charged with murder. That's punishable by death in Oregon.